Have you ever wondered how much you would need to invest to earn $3,500 every single month without working a single hour? Imagine waking up in the morning, grabbing your coffee, and knowing that your portfolio is sending you steady cash flow month after month, year after year. No stress about the stock market going up or down, no fear about selling your investments to pay your bills. Just pure, reliable income. That's the dream, right? But here's the question most people never ask themselves. What if that dream wasn't just for millionaires? What if you could actually calculate exactly how much you need to make that happen? That's what I'm going to show you today, step by step, using one of the most powerful income ETFs in existence, SCHD, the Charles Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. Now listen carefully, because this isn't going to be one of those vague videos that just say, invest and wait. No, this is going to be precise, simple, and eye-opening. We're going to use real math, real examples, and a simple way to understand how much money you'd need in SCHD to bring in $3,500 every month in dividend income for life. So let's start with a truth that most people never want to face. The traditional retirement system is broken. The old advice was to save all your life, dump everything into a 401k, and then sell small pieces of it every year, hoping it lasts until you die. But here's the problem. When you're selling your shares every month, what happens when the market crashes? You're forced to sell at the worst possible time, and your retirement becomes a guessing game. That's not financial freedom, that's that's gambling. Now imagine the opposite. Instead of selling your investments, you live off the income they naturally produce. That's what dividend investing allows you to do. It's a strategy built not on fear or luck, but on cash flow, sustainability, and peace of mind. You get paid while you hold, you get paid while you sleep. You even get paid during market downturns. And that's where SCHD comes in. SCHD isn't just another dividend ETF. It's a carefully crafted portfolio of some of the most powerful and reliable companies in America. Think about companies that have survived recessions, pandemics, financial crises, and still kept paying and growing their dividends. SCHD focuses on exactly those businesses. It doesn't chase hype, it chases stability and consistency. Every company inside it is handpicked based on quality, financial strength, and the ability to grow dividends year after year. And here's what's truly remarkable. SCHD charges almost nothing to own. Its expense ratio is just 0.06%, which means if you invest $10,000, you only pay $6 per year in fees. $6. That's less than a coffee at Starbucks, and you're getting access to a fund that pays you consistent dividends quarter after quarter. So let's get to the part that really matters. How much would you need to invest in SCHD to earn $3,500 a month? Let's break it down slowly. SCHD's dividend yield changes slightly over time, but on average, it sits around 3.5%. That means for every $100 you invest, you earn about $3.50 a year in dividends. Now, we're aiming for $42,000 a year, because that's $3,500 a month times 12 months. So, divide 42,000 by 0.035, and you get about $1.2 million. That's the magic number. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. $1.2 million sounds like a huge amount. But before you click away, let me tell you something that will completely change how you see it. You don't need that money today. You build it over time. And the power of compounding, reinvested dividends, and consistent contributions can turn small, steady investments into a massive, income-generating machine. Let's say you start with $0 and invest just $1,000 every month into SCHD. Assuming a realistic 7% annual return, which includes both growth and reinvested dividends, in 25 years you'd have about $750,000. Keep going for 30 years and you'd have about $1.2 million. Enough to generate that $3,500 a month in passive dividends. That's the magic of time and consistency. The key isn't starting big. The key is starting early and staying consistent. And here's something even more powerful. SCHD doesn't just pay you. It raises your income almost every single year. Since it launched, its dividend has grown by an average of 7.5% per year. That means even if you never added another dollar, your income would still grow year after year. If you started collecting $3,000 per month today, in 10 years, that could easily become over $6,000 a month without lifting a finger. Your paycheck keeps growing while you do nothing. That's what makes SCHD different. It's not a short-term play or a risky bet. It's a quiet compounding machine that rewards patience. And the best part, you don't need to time the market. You don't need to predict the next big stock. You don't need to constantly buy and sell. You just need to buy SCHD, keep buying it regularly, and let time do the heavy lifting. Now, let's make this even clearer with simple examples. Let's say you're 30 years old and you decide to invest $500 every single month into SCHD. Assuming an average 7% annual return, by the time you're 60, you'd have about $600,000. At a 3.5% yield, that's around $21,000 a year in dividends, or about $1,750 a month. Not bad, right? But what if you doubled that contribution to $1,000 a month? Suddenly, your portfolio at 60 would be worth around $1.2 million, giving you that sweet spot of $3,500 a month in passive income. That's enough to cover rent, food, bills, maybe even a little travel, all without touching your principal. And remember, if SCHD continues to grow its dividend at 7% per year, like it has in the past, that $3,500 could easily become $5,500 or more just from dividend increases alone. That's the beauty of it. Your income fights inflation automatically. You're not just maintaining your lifestyle, you're improving it. Now let's talk about something most people never think about. Taxes. If you're investing in SCHD through a tax-advantaged account like a Roth IRA, all that growth and dividend income becomes completely tax-free in retirement. Every dollar you receive from those dividends is yours to keep. No IRS cut, no hidden fees, nothing. It's pure passive income for life. But even if you invest in a regular taxable account, SCHD's dividends are mostly qualified, which means they're taxed at a lower rate than your ordinary income. So you're still keeping more of what you earn. It's one of the most tax-efficient income streams you can have. Now I want you to picture something. It's 10 years from now. You're sitting at your kitchen table, you open your laptop, and you see your SCHD account paying you regular quarterly dividends. Maybe it's a few $100s, maybe a few thousand. You're watching those payments hit your account without you having to do anything. That's when it clicks. This is how the wealthy stay wealthy. They don't rely on selling. They rely on owning assets that pay them forever. And if you're still young, you have an even bigger advantage: time. Every single month that you invest gives your money more time to grow. Waiting even 5 years to start can mean the difference between retiring comfortably and always playing catch-up. The earlier you start, the less you need to invest each month to reach the same goal. For example, let's look at two people. One starts investing at 30, the other waits until 40. Both want that $3,500 a month from SCHD by age 60. The 30-year-old only needs to invest about $1,000 a month. The 40-year-old, almost $2,300 every month. That's more than double. Time doesn't just matter, it's everything. And here's another secret most people never realize. SCHD's dividend payments come in quarterly, but if you want to turn it into weekly paychecks, you can. Simply reinvest in SCHD throughout the year, and when the dividends hit, spread them across the months. Many investors even pair it with a few other monthly paying ETFs to create a constant income stream, so it feels like a paycheck coming in every single week. So how do you actually start? First, open a brokerage account that offers commission-free trading. Most major brokers do. Next, decide how much you can comfortably invest each month. It doesn't have to be big. Even $50 is a start. Then set up automatic investments into SCHD every single month, no matter what the market is doing. When prices go down, you're buying more shares on sale. When prices go up, you're buying fewer shares, but your dividends are still working for you. This process, called dollar cost averaging, smooths out the market's ups and downs and keeps your emotions out of the equation. Once you start, don't look at your account balance every day. Let time do its work. Reinvest your dividends at first to accelerate growth, and once you're ready to retire, simply switch to taking them as cash. That's when your portfolio becomes your personal paycheck machine. Now let's recap everything in simple terms. SCHD is one of the best dividend ETFs available today. It holds strong, reliable companies. It grows its dividends faster than inflation. It has tiny fees, and it gives you predictable rising income without needing to sell a single share. To earn $3,500 per month in dividends, you'd need roughly $1.2 million invested. That may sound big, but with consistency, compounding, and time, it's achievable for almost anyone. Start small, keep buying, reinvest your dividends, and never stop. Because the day you start collecting income without working for it, you'll realize something powerful. Financial freedom isn't about luck, timing, or risky bets. It's about owning the right assets, staying patient, and letting them work for you. And when that day comes when SCHD sends you $3,500 every month while you're enjoying your life, you'll understand something most people never do. You didn't just invest money, you invested in freedom. So take the first step today. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. There's no perfect moment. The perfect time was yesterday, and the next best time is right now. Because every month you wait is a month you could have been getting paid. Start your SCHD journey today, build it piece by piece, and one day your future self will thank you. Not just for investing your money, but for taking control of your life. Smash that subscribe and like button, leave a comment, and see you soon. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes only, and any results depend on your own decisions and actions.